When a child has been abused, there's a lot of pain and there is a lot of trauma. And the reason that a lot of times the perpetrator gets away is because it's so shameful that it's really hard for the victim to talk about it. There isn't a week that goes by that I do not talk to probably 2 or more clients that have suffered from sexual abuse. 1 out of 3 girls are sexually abused before they reach the age of 14. 1 out of 6 boys are sexually molested before they reach the age of 14. You know, coming to good health is like it's a progress. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a pixie dusted away either. It's kind of like trauma. It's put in a bag and it's shoved in the bag, and then it's tightly put on, and it just like put the squeeze on. We got all the air and everything and the trauma in there, and things start coming out the seams like fear and anxiousness and anxiety and emotional outburst and panic attacks and OCD and you know, all these different types of behaviors, fears and phobias, and we're all fighting these symptoms of the trauma, but we never take out the trauma and look at it and examine it and say, this is the pain, this is the anguish, this is the hurt, this is the root of all my problems, this is the root of my addiction. You know, I didn't grab the bottle because you know, I just want to be a raving alcoholic. No, I want to push the button and flip the switch and tweak the lever and jump out the escape hatch. And I don't want to deal with the issues. And but the only way that we can is to open the bag, open it up, take it out, and look at it and examine it and find someone that is safe, someone that you feel that you could tell anything to, and you can tell them the worst about you, and they're still going to love you, and they're still going to like you, and they're still going to stand beside you, and they're still going to be there for you, because unconditional love doesn't love you when you're good. It loves you in your least lovable situation. It loves you when you're good. It loves you when you're bad. It loves you for who and what you are, not what it wants you to be. And there is that unconditional love out there, that love that loves not because of our behavior, but because of the value of the person that we are. And sometimes the only way we can recover is to talk about it. Put it out in the open. God, give me your best shot, honey. It's kind of like the little boy and little girl out there playing in, you know, at the grandpa's ranch for the whole summer, and the little boy takes up a rock and he, you know, kills grandpa's prize goose, you know. And here, you know, little Sally's out there watching what her brother does, and he's horrified. And Grandpa and Grandma come out a little bit later, and they're looking at the prize goose and say, "Oh, it's so sad. Oh, it's horrible what has happened, you know. This is my prize goose, you know. It's won many ribbons, and its death is quite a blow to us." And little Sally looks at little Johnny, you know, from across Grandpa's legs, like, "Yeah, you gonna tell him? You gonna tell him?" Johnny never does. And so, you know, Grandpa says, "Hey, Sally, it's your turn to do the dishes." She said, "Oh, no, Johnny said he'll do it." So Johnny gets up there and does dishes. And then a little while later, you know, "Oh, Sally, you know, can you go out and check for the eggs, you know, the hens, you know, it's your job." "Oh, no, Johnny said he won't want to do it." And so Sally got Johnny to do all the dirty work because Johnny was trying to cover up for his misdeed. And about, you know, 6 weeks into it, you know, Johnny just got fed up, and he said, "I can't stand it anymore." And so he went to Grandpa and he said, "Hey, Grandpa, you know, I got to tell you, I killed your prize goose with a rock. It was an accident, but I didn't mean to. It just happened." And Grandpa said, "Yeah, I was looking out the window and I watched it happen. I just wanted to see how long you let Sally hold you over a barrel." And sometimes some things that we do or some things that have happened to us is being held over a barrel. But when you let it all hang out, just tell it like it is, and lumps, bumps, warts, and bruises, and what happens, it takes the wind out of the sail of that feeling of worrying about what everybody's thinking and trying to protect it and trying to cover it up, and all of a sudden, hey baby, let it out, let it all hang out, here it is, lumps, bumps, love it or like it, man. Either you love me for who and what I am, or you don't love me, but I'm going to be true to myself.